Hello everyone, this is Damla Aktekin with a drop of Om. Welcome to the live video. Hello. So if you're here and if you're watching, please hit like and comment that I'm here so I can say hi to you later. And I just want to say welcome to today. We're going to go through a lot of information and a lot of more perspective than information, actually, to look at your life through the lens of your chakras. Again, I'm Damla Aktekin with a drop of Om. I am a healer and I work with people who have energetic wounds. I help them update their vibration and reclaim their joy or life force or life energy to live fulfilling lives. So today we are going to cover the beautiful subject of chakra alignment. What does it mean to be in alignment? How does it show up in your life when you're not in alignment? And 7 questions to go through to determine your degree of alignment. And then we're going to talk about what's the first step. What is the very first step to do when you feel yourself out of alignment? So if you're here, again, go ahead and say like or comment. If you have any questions at any point, feel free to write them in comments and I will either get to them during this live presentation or I will for sure get to them afterward. Which also brings me to, if you, sometimes I watch these live presentations and I feel like I'm catching something from the middle, or I just start them, I need to do something else. There's a little button on the top right, like a little arrow that you can click, and you can save this post to view later. So that's another option for you. So with that said, before we begin, I want to talk about a new resource that I just made available on my website, adropofom.com. If you go there, you can download it. It's called 11 Questions to Determine Your Energetic Wounds. And we're going to touch upon that a little bit. But basically, it's a resource to help you through any energetic wounds that you're dealing with. And it actually tells you what energetic wounds are. And through the questions, you will be able to determine exactly what's going on in your life with regards to wounds and also how they may show up in your life. So I strongly recommend, and it's going to be complementary to what we talk about today, which is why I want you to have that resource available. And just make a note of it at dropofom.com, or you can just go there and do it right now with one click. And it is a good resource to have with you. So with that said, let's begin to talk about alignment and specifically chakra alignment. And there's this set of statements that I'm going to walk you through and then we'll dive deeper into them. And I like to start with chakra first. Chakra first being you're relating to where you are, location-wise, and also in particular the time span of your life, what you're going through, your cycles. So let's dive in. So where you are, I should say, in order to be in alignment, you start with where you are. And then the second chakra right below the belly button, that statement is what you sense with all your bodily sensations. The third chakra right above the belly button, what you do in life, not just your job, but your physical actions, things that you bring to life. Your heart chakra, the fourth, what you feel. The fifth chakra, your throat, what you say or what you listen to. Your sixth chakra, your intuition, what you know without words. and the seventh chakra, specifically why you're here, what your purpose is. So alignment means where you are, what you sense, what you do, what you feel, what you say or listen to, what you know is in alignment with your purpose. So what does that mean? Alignment means that energy is flowing here in the central channel. That is the chakra system. It's not just physical, it's also a symbological system. So when energy is flowing properly here, that means you have joy, you have life flowing in your life and in your system properly. So when you have something like an intention, you're able to say it out loud, fifth chakra. You're able to take it into your heart, fourth chakra, and bring it to life, third chakra. Okay? Without any distractions, without anything getting in the way, you have enough energy here to realize, bring to life your life purpose. And where you are is in support of your life purpose. What you sense doesn't put you into fight or flight. It's also supporting you. You follow your senses to bring even more to life and radiate love and bring things into vibrational level, into a refined sense of creativity and reality. So what does it mean to not be in alignment? It means that something either isn't flowing here or you're leaking energy. You might be leaking energy with the way you talk about things, complaining, victimizing. You might be leaking energy by the way of not holding on to your power. You're powerful here. Okay? You might be leaking energy by not listening to your intuition, which then puts you all out of alignment, because that's the knowing without words. Knowing without words. If you don't know without words, what you say isn't going to be in alignment. You might be not caring for what you need, the heart, and the third chakra. You might not be listening to what you need, and the fifth chakra. You might not be putting your needs out into words, expressing your needs in an effective manner. Or perhaps you're not even able to express your needs. They're all stuck here. They're stuck here. They're not able to move. Okay? So let's talk about the 7 questions to ask to know whether you're in alignment. And I'm going to give you some more examples around that. First of all, you start with the physical. The base of the spine, your pelvic floor, physically, but also the way you stand on earth with your feet. Are you happy with where you live on earth? Are you happy with your accommodations? Are you happy with the house you live in? Are you happy with your work? Work is another home. You're spending a lot of time there. Do you feel like you have a place there? Do you have a place that you can call your own? Are you comfortable? Are you feeling like you have roots where you live? And not only that, it's not just a physical location. Where you live is also your body. Do you live inside your body? Do you embody everything? Are you able to move your body in a way that shows that you're alive and you're full of life force? Are there things stuck there? Do certain parts of your body feel numb? Are you not able to go into certain parts of your body? Do you feel not so strong or weak in certain parts of your body? Is your body achy, painful, stressed? So all of those things will tell you if you're in alignment with this physical part or with the first chakra or not. Let's move on up to the second chakra, below the belly button, above the pelvic floor. The second chakra means that you are in a sensual flow. Are you able to sense with the full array of the functionality of your body? Are you able to take joy in sensing a touch, a smell, a sight, a sound? Are you able to lose yourself in that sensation? When you're smelling a flower, do you feel like that's your world? That's your world. When you're hugging your child, do you feel like you are right there? You're right there. Or your lover, or your cat, or your dog. Are you able to take joy in being in a body? Does it feel good to be in your body, or do you wish you weren't in your body? Chakra number 3, moving up below the diaphragm, above the belly button. This is your power area. Very simple. Do you do what you love? Your actions, your physical actions in the world, are they for things, of things that you love and of things that give you joy? Do you find yourself resenting the things you have to do or you do? Complaining, not wanting to do certain things? Do you find yourself that in a job, in a work situation that doesn't feel in alignment? That feels wrong. It feels wrong in your body, in your entire sensational field is telling you that it's wrong. Do you find yourself valuable? Are you able to say, I'm worth certain things and take care of yourself, or ask for certain things to take care of yourself? What do you do? And how do you do what you do? To your heart, how do you feel? Right now, how do you feel? And do you check in with yourself to know how you feel? How does it feel to be you? How does it feel to be you in certain situations? How does it feel to be you in certain relationships, in certain work situations, in certain life situations? What sensation or what feeling, what emotion do you feel the most? Is there reactivity in your life? Do you find yourself getting angry all of a sudden? There's nothing going on, but you are like bursting with anger. Do you find yourself covered in sadness, like a thick blanket, sadness that comes out of nowhere? Do you find yourself fearful, anxious, to the point that is impeding your ability to do certain things? And even if these aren't, as big reactions, do you find yourself often throughout your day getting reactive, not staying in your center, reactive stress, and not even checking in? How do I feel? Does this feel right? Am I doing the right thing? Should I be staying in this relationship, work, place? All of those questions. The 5th chakra, your instrument of creating vibration. Are you speaking and being heard? When you speak, do you project your voice or are you hiding? When you speak, do you know that the person in front of you will for sure listen to you? Because what you will say is coming out of alignment. It's in line with your purpose. It's in line with your heart. It's in line with what you want to do and what brings you joy in life. When you speak, are you taking responsibility for the words that you speak? Are you letting others know effectively of the things that you need, of the things that you would like to communicate in a way that's not hostile? but compromising and communicating. And not only that, are you able to listen in a non-judgmental way, communicate in a non-judgmental way, and listen in a non-judgmental way? Do you get in touch with your intuition? What is your intuition? If you're an animal, you have intuition. Intuition is your protective sense and knowing of any possible potential threat that might come your way, as well as anything you would need to know to be able to live a fulfilled life. Intuition is knowing without words. There are no words. There might be pictures, there might be words that symbolize something, but it's your inner knowing, it's your inner compass. It's not possible for you as an animal to not have intuition, but are you getting in touch with it? And it doesn't just live here, it lives in your cells, it lives in your body, it lives in your field. But this is the representative place for that in the chakra system. Are you able to see your future? Are you able to see into what might be awaiting you in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, so that you may take appropriate action? Are you able to look into your past and be at peace with it? Are you at peace with your past, or are you in a quarrel with your past? That thing that happened, that thing that person said, that trauma that I lived through, let me go live there again. Are you able to get in touch with your intuition in a way that it connects everything else and feeds into your life, so you may bring good things, creative things, joyful things, loving things into life? Seventh chakra, your connection with time, with your purpose. Time meaning your time here in this moment, on this plane of existence, on this earth. Your purpose, we all have the same purpose, I can tell you. We're here to experience joy, love, and to be of service. However you do that is up to you. However that presents itself for you is up to you. It might be through your job, but it may not be. Do you know what your purpose is? Do you know how you serve? Do you know what gives you love and joy? Do you know what makes you come alive, filled with life force? Have you taken the time to nourish those things that give you joy and that make you feel that you are of service? So those are some of the questions to think about. Some of the questions. But here's the thing. So you may have answered all of these questions positively, meaning you feel you're okay with where you are, you're in touch with your intuition, you know you're being of service, you've been conscious of your, words, you've been in your heart. By the way, feel free to say hi, like, comment, and any questions or any thoughts that are popping up in your mind, please share them with me. I would love to check them afterwards. So we were talking about being in alignment and saying that you may do everything right and you may still feel and be out of alignment. Why is that? That's because we have wounds. So when you have a wound that lives in your body, and if you want to know what energetic wounds are, go to adropofom.com. I just uploaded this beautiful resource, which is a list of questions that tell you what energetic wounds are and how to identify your energetic wounds. I'm going to give you just a few examples, but that covers about 99% of all the energetic wounds that I have seen so far. And if I see or find out more, be sure that I will update that. So that's a good resource for you. Go ahead and download that there. Back to alignment. So the tricky thing with alignment is that You might be doing everything right. You might have the right mindset, the right job, you have a sense of your purpose, but still you're struggling. So this is the person who gets on a diet and then struggles to follow through with it. This is the person who practices yoga day and night and goes to a yoga teacher training program, reads all the philosophy, she knows all about it, but at the end of the day, she's mad, she's angry, and she doesn't know where this anger is coming from. And that's the wound. I hear so many times from people, from beautiful people who tell me, I know what I need to do. I know, I'm a healer too. Sometimes I get healers. They're like, I'm a healer too. I know what I need to do. I know, but there's something that gets in the way. We not only leak through energy, through our actions, but when you have a trauma, think of your energy field as a bubble. Trauma creates this energy disturbance in the field that sucks up your life energy and creates this knot in there that holds on to that energy. Okay? And if you're someone who has been through trauma all your life, starting from even before birth, and there are reasons that as souls we choose that sort of life. There is no judgment in what I'm saying. But if you're someone who had a hard, difficult, traumatic life, even things like not being listened to, you may not have had physical trauma, but you may have had being ignored, which is equal in my mind. It's sometimes even worse. So if your physical, emotional needs were in some way ignored, or if you were in some way hurt at some point in your life, it doesn't matter. That's going to create an energetic disturbance in your field. And that will suck up the energy to hold that vibration there. So unless you go to your third chakra and deal with that issue with your mother or with your father, you are leaking self-esteem, self-confidence, and energy. And you're not only that, you're not able to realize your full potential and realize being of service in the world. So that's sad to me. That's very sad. Okay? Which brings me to actually, I want to say one more thing. So you need to realize that sometimes it's not willpower. It's not willpower. You might have all the willpower in the world. You might force things into being. But unless you address the trauma, the more energy you put here, the more depleted and exhausted you will become, emotionally and physically, because you're not addressing where the issue is coming from. And you can see me like doing this motion. Okay, so what do you need to do then? What do you need to do to reclaim your energy? Remember, reclaim your joy and life back into your field. You need to see, hear, understand, and process your trauma. I'm going to say that again. You need to see it, hear it, understand it, and process. Let's add one more thing, and neutralize it. You neutralize it. You add that stuck energy back into your field. Shamans call that soul retrieval. Everything in life wants to be seen, heard, and understood. Trauma and energetic wounds is no different. It's magical to have a look at your trauma, your wound, and let it dissolve. It's also magical to look at your trauma and see, oh my God, like I've been reliving this my whole life. What a freedom to be aware of this pattern and to have the opportunity to release it. And then you can become whole. You pick up the pieces layer after layer after layer. You add them back into your life. And what will happen? You will feel lighter. You will feel better. You will begin to make more informed decisions. You will no longer be afraid of the past or the future. You're bringing your energy, and there will be an upward movement and a downward movement and a connection at the heart, and it will be magical. It is magical. So the first step for you, if you choose to accept it, sometimes some people are happy just the way they are. They want to continue life and they don't want to see and look at the wound. So the first step is your decision to say, I'm going to look at that needs to be healed. That needs to be healed, meaning see, hear, understand, make yourself whole. Make yourself whole. Becoming whole begins with the decision to work with your energetic wounds. So please, please, please it's free. Go to adropofom.com, download the 11 questions to determine your energetic wounds. I actually added an energetic support there. So after you read those wounds, there will be emotions that will come up to the surface. And I don't want you to just delve in those emotions. So I added a 20-minute video with tapping to give you energetic support to go through those emotions. That's again part of the seeing, hearing, understanding. It's okay to have those emotions, but you need support. And then it's important to understand also, if you've never done something like this, you need someone to hold your hand. You need someone to go into that space with you, to keep you safe, to help you see those patterns, and then to help you make sense of it. Okay? And that's the work that I do. Whether you choose to work with me or with another healer or with another trauma specialist, your call. But unless you heal those wounds, you cannot be in alignment. So what you do, what you sense, where you are, what you sense, what you do, what you feel, what you say and listen to, what you know, is to be in alignment with your life purpose, which is being of service. How can I be of more service to myself and others? And I'm telling you right now, it's through healing yourself. That's the best service that you can begin with. Because unless you heal yourself, how can I be there for your children? How can I be there for your loved ones? Okay, so that's about it. I just realized that I talked for half an hour without stopping. So if you like this and if you found this useful, please share it with others. That's your energetic investment in my work and in what I do, and it lets me reach more people. So if you share this with others, I will be able to tell and communicate this message to others. So I really appreciate that if you might take the time to do that. If you enjoyed this, if you found this useful, please like, love, or comment. And comment with your ideas, with your questions. I always look at that. Even if you're listening to this, 2 weeks down the road, I always look at the comments. And you can reach me at facebook.com, a drop of or through my website. I'm pretty available online in the world. So thank you so much for listening to this and being here. And please remember that it's in your hand. It's possible. to heal and to be in alignment. So I also want to extend my compassion for you, because it's not easy to not be in alignment, right? We want to be fully alive. We want to have that life force, life energy. We want to do the best we do in the world, and we still do, even with the wounds. I see people who are being of service in the world. But what if we could do that with lightness and with ease and without struggling? So looking at your wounds, working with them, actually lets you be of more service for yourself and others. So I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you so, so much. I would appreciate your comments. And please, if there's anything you would like me to cover, I will do my best to schedule a live video every week or every 2 weeks, or however scheduling works. So if there is anything you would like to know more about healing, about energy, about crystals, about mantras, about chakras, just leave me a comment or just contact me. My email is damla@adropofom.com. I would love to hear from you, and have a beautiful, wonderful day again. Thank you so much.